Okay, so this is wildly unlike myself, and a video that you probably haven't seen me make of this sort before, and I doubt I will make these in the future, hopefully not. I just have a dog. Last night, before I went to bed, I saw an article about Megan Tonjes responding to a fat shaming video, and I watched the video from a YouTuber named Nicole Arbor, and I was so mad at first. I was so angry, and then I was immediately just so bummed out, and I couldn't stop feeling that way, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I couldn't fall asleep, and I literally stayed up all night writing notes about how the video made me feel, thinking that if I wrote them down I would get them out of my system and I wouldn't want to sit down and do this right now. But I still, this morning I slept for like 2 hours, and then I woke up and I just feel like I have to say something about it because it sucks so hard, and it's just such a bummer. God. She's a comedian, and she basically in the video is sending a message to fat people to stop being fat, and she goes into these really just mean ways of explaining it, and that's the only way I can explain how that video made me feel. And Nicole, I don't know you at all, but you seem really smart and you seem like you have comedic timing. I was just bummed that someone that seemed really smart and funny would speak about weight that way. I'm also a comedian. I get paid to do comedy like you do, and I was really triggered by that video unexpectedly. I've had my own issues with body image in the past, some really dark personal struggles that I have really worked on talking first and foremost, and then I've really worked on myself and moving away from those dark times. And so when you tell someone to just stop being fat, I don't believe that you're the first person to tell a fat person to stop being fat. I think most people with body image issues are pretty self-aware deep down. And so what you're really seeming to say is stop being a human being. Stop having emotional issues. Stop. Just stop, because it's bothering me. So if you could just stop, because I'm being affected by your pain. It just becomes a little selfish and mean. And I don't think you are that person. I don't know, to be honest. I went on your Twitter and I looked at your tweets about it, because look, I'm all for you being a contrarian and wanting to start an alternative conversation and to engage the audience in discussions that might lead to really interesting breakthroughs for people. But you disabled the comments and the likes on the video, and then on your Twitter were bragging about gaining 1,000 subscribers in an hour and talking about how you expected Tyler Oakley to come for you and you're not scared. So it didn't seem like you actually really cared about the issue that you were talking about in your video. At the end, you're saying that you want to be the ride or die friend for people that are overweight and be the one to really tell them like it is, but you weren't letting the people that you were asking to watch the video have a conversation with you about it. And so to me, it looks like you're using a controversial personal subject to leverage subscribers and attention in a really negative way, which really bums me out, because comedy can be amazingly powerful and positive, and I'm not perfect in it, but I really am trying. So this is, you know, more or less kind of a conversation to myself at the same time as it's a conversation to the internet. Comedy can be a really powerful tool, and I wish that we could use it more respectfully. I wish that we could just respect each other as human beings. It's really something I wish. And because the more you just kind of say whatever you want with disregard to people's feelings, the less I as a viewer consider you a comedian. I just consider you kind of mean, and I don't want to consider anyone mean. I want to be optimistic that everyone can be an awesome human being. But this video is not just about, you know, how I wish you could have talked about whatever it was you wanted to talk about in a different way. This video is about the people that might have watched that video and also got triggered by it, to know that, hey, we're all just trying to get by. We're all doing life as best we can, and that's all you can do, is try to be the best version of yourself. Life is a real fucked up shitstorm of seemingly controllable and completely uncontrollable moments just stacked on each other, and we're all trying to make the best of it. So it's really pretentious and presumptuous to assume that you have the authority to tell other people what they're doing wrong so definitively, I guess. We all have a responsibility to ourselves and to the people that we affect to affect them in the best way possible. So that's it. I guess that's what this video is about. I don't know. I just had to say this stuff because otherwise I was just gonna walk around saying it to my dog, and we all know that doesn't make me a better person, nor my dog. It doesn't make my dog a person, period. Comedy can get a really bad rap on YouTube really easily, and I'm not even gonna separate like female comedy or male comedy. I think it's all one. We're all trying to make people laugh, but I think we're smart people. We can do better, think deeper, challenge ourselves to have more interesting conversations in a funny way that still provoke an interesting conversation. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's how we end the video. Whew.